Alright, hey guys, my name is Shadow, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. Today we're going to be taking a look at something that I thought was fairly cool. Now, I've seen some videos floating around YouTube where people have done some really cool builds with the Python and with the Fer-de-Lance and stuff, and one of them that I thought looked very interesting was a build where there were 5 plasma accelerators on one Python. And I thought we'd take a look at that here today and test it out a little bit. Now, I saw it used in another video, and it looked pretty devastating, so I thought we'd take a look at that and determine whether that is in fact myth or legend. Dun dun dun. So, let's go into our outfitting screen and actually see what our loadout looks like for this ship. Now, the first thing you might notice is the power usage for this particular build. We are at 32.97 megawatts out of 30 available megawatts. Now, this build, if it's actually effective, we don't know yet, we're going to test this out in a minute, but if this build is actually effective, it's going to take significant power management to get it to work right. Not to mention, these plasma accelerators build up a crap ton of heat, and we're going to need some way to dissipate that, but we don't have any heat sinks on the ship, so this is going to be really interesting. We might end up doing more damage to ourselves than the enemy. So yeah, again, this is going to be interesting. So let's see what our loadout looks like. So for our first hard point, we have B3 Plasma Accelerator. For our second hard point, we have B3 Plasma Accelerator. For our third hard point, we have B3 Plasma Accelerator. And for our next 2 hard points, we have C2 Plasma Accelerators. And we have the 3 large ones into one fire group, and then the class 2 ones are in a separate fire group. And I thought we could do that to help kind of minimize the heat output of these things, because I feel like if we fire all 5 of these, we'll probably destroy the ship. But anyways, then we have our usual stuff. The rest of the build really hasn't changed that much. We have the kill warrant scanner. We have the 3A shield boosters. On the internal side, we have pretty much the same stuff that we had in the A-rated Python build. We have the military-grade hull composite, A7 power plant, A6 thrusters, frame shift drive, blah, blah, blah. All the same stuff, really. Now, the tricky part comes in the form of power management. Now, the thing that actually consumes the most power on this ship is actually the shield cell bank. So what we've had to do to get this to work right is we've actually had to come over here, go into modules, and we've actually shut off the shield cell bank. Now, we could just do a module priority thing and have the shield cell bank be the first thing to shut down when we deploy our hard points and stuff, but I feel like for the purposes of just testing this, we're just going to leave the shield cell bank off. We have class 6 shields, we have shield boosters. We'll probably be okay. If we get into trouble, we'll just back out and declare this a failure. So, let's stop jawing about it, and let's just go out and see what this thing can do. Here we go. Alright, so here we are in a hazardous resource extraction site. Now I figure we'll test this out on several different kinds of ships, different sizes and stuff. So here's a good starting ship. Let's approach this federal gunship, and we'll just deploy our hard points, and we'll just see how this works on different kinds of ships, and we'll see if we can find an anaconda towards the end, and we'll see how that works. So here we go. Okay, not too bad damage there. Now it looks like the heat is somewhat manageable, and it would probably work better if I put power into my weapon systems. But yeah, the damage seems decent. Now these are fixed weapons, so you do have to aim. Okay, there's some heat right there, so we do have to watch that. Okay, so it looks like firing all three large really builds up the heat pretty quickly. The two medium ones, though, are okay. But it looks like firing all three large plasma accelerators builds up about 40% heat. So we gotta watch that. Okay, so we took out the Federal dropship pretty quickly, relatively quickly. Was that more effective than lasers? Not really, no. So let's see if we can find something else, and we'll test this out further. Okay, so we've got an Imperial Clipper up ahead. So let's see what these plasma accelerators do against one of those. Okay, shields down in one hit. All right, I'm into that. Okay, so these are just ripping right through this Imperial Clipper. Now they do have pretty good range, but you have to keep in mind that plasma accelerator shots travel really slowly, so hitting anything from a couple kilometers away, probably not going to happen. Unless it's moving in kind of a straight line, which this wasn't. Look at that, we just jumped up to about 120% heat. We'll have to take a look at the actual damage that we did after we fight a couple of ships. Now, it is very hard to hit anything with this, I have to say. Okay, we have an Anaconda up ahead. So let's see how it does against the biggest ship we can find. Now this is only a master level Anaconda, so you may have a slightly different experience if you encounter deadly, dangerous, or elite versions of the Anaconda, so keep that in mind. But this is what we've found here. So, I'm not even going to target his power plant. Let's just see what this can do. Okay, shield's down pretty quickly, and his hull is down to 80%. 51% with one shot. Okay, so we just did 29% hull damage in one shot. 37%. Okay, this is ridiculous. Wow. If we can actually hit him with all three of those rounds, it seems like we're doing pretty ridiculous damage here. And on the upside, we haven't actually needed to use the shield booster yet. The shield cell. We haven't actually needed to use the shield cell yet.
Target destroyed.
All right, and we just took him out with the Class 2. With the Class 2. Okay, that was great. All right, so I think this is turning out to be more legend than myth at this point. So I think I want to find one more ship, and then we'll probably declare this legend. Plasma Accelerator Python versus Fer-de-Lance. Yes, let's do this. Professor Lorenstein Pass, prepare to meet your doom. All right, here we go. Boom, not shields down, but doing okay. All right, and at 68%, 43. And it's done. It's done. That was quick. All right, I am loving this build. I am quite into this. All right, so 5 Plasma Accelerator Python, legend. But the thing is, we have to separate the Class 3 and the Class 2 Plasma Accelerators into separate fire groups, otherwise the heat is unmanageable. It's even a little bit dangerous with just having all 5 of these at once. Now let's just take a look over here at our modules and see what kind of damage we did to our own ship. So our thrusters are at 99%, shield booster 98%, kill warrant scanner 98%, and our cargo hatch, which we're not using, is at 97, advanced discovery scanner 98%. Okay, so even with all that heat damage that we just took, we didn't actually do that much damage to ourselves, and we took no hull damage. Our shields didn't go down a single time. All right, legend. Yes, let's head back. Okay, so I would say that was a pretty successful test. So it seems like this 5 Plasma Accelerator thing is way more legend than myth. That seemed pretty epic. So let's reload our guns. Oh, that's something to watch out for. That was 22,000 credits to reload those guns, and I didn't even empty them all the way. So let's do all that stuff. Go into contact. And, okay, we destroyed, what, 3 or 4 ships or something like that? 636,000 credits. Okay, not bad for like 5 minutes worth of work. So, that's gonna do it for this video. Let me know what you guys thought of the 5 Plasma Accelerator Legendary Python build. And, I was thinking maybe we would try this out with the Fer-de-Lance or something, in the future, since that actually has a huge hard point. So let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in seeing. An all Plasma Accelerator Fer-de-Lance build. Yeah, let me know down in the comments. Let me know what you thought of this video, and that's gonna do it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, stick a like on it. If you didn't, stick a dislike on it. If you want to see the Fer-de-Lance thing coming up in the future, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next one.